Well, good morning everyone. So I've walked Lydford Gorge many times, but always the White Lady waterfall, because I tend to avoid places like this at busy times, and the Devil's Cauldron is only accessible when they're open. So I'm going to take plunge today. Look on the earliest they open. Let's go and see what it's all about. Okay, and we're off. Very handy, Lou's right by the entrance, which is a lot better than some places we find. So we're going to follow this track round and then head off to the left. They have said I can't take dogs on the viewing platform, but apparently there is a tie-up spot there, so that should be okay. Okay, Devil's Cauldron, quarter of a mile. It is dogs on leads through here, something I was very aware of, so we've already stopped at Soughton Down, and I've given the dogs a run there before we came, but something worth bearing in mind. Now I know the other side to White Lady, there's a lot of steps, lots of up and downs, as you'd expect in all honesty, going to most waterfalls, and apparently it's the same this side. I have come pretty early in the morning, so, or as early as they open, so it's pretty quiet. You can see there are some people on the path below us, but one of the advantages of places like this, when you've got sort of zigzagging paths, it doesn't actually feel as though it's too busy. A lovely clear river running down there. I'm going to have to break the news for dogs, they won't be allowed to paddle. I believe, but I'd have to check, but it used to be you could all walk all this as a circular. You can't as such now, although I did hear a lady in the visitor centre talking about a link trail, so it sounds as though it is possible, just a very long option. Lovely, isn't it? As you can see, some uneven footing and a bit slippery, but nothing too bad so far. It's very shallow at the moment, isn't it? And you guys can have a drink. Okay, you can have a drink. Drink down, you guys. Good girl. Starting to get a little bit jungle-like with all the ferns and moss. And I can hear a waterfall. I don't know how far we're off. Obviously not too far. Let's have a look over this side. So there we go, I can hear the waterfall somewhere up there. Okay, this section is pretty muddy and wet, to be honest, so I would wear some decent shoes. We're actually in a pretty high-sided gully now. Steps are high and unguarded, no dogs, no young children. Right, well, they did say there's a dog tie-up point. I can't see a dog tie-up point. I can only assume that the tie-up point's a bit further along. Okay, right, it looks like I'm going to have to leave my dogs here, but they're then in the way of other people. Good job it's quiet, isn't it? I can absolutely see why they say no dogs on push stairs. It would just be nice if there were a better place to leave them. Okay, those steps really are nice. There we go, we are here. There we go. That is the Cauldron waterfall. And I must say, that is the singular most unimpressive thing I've seen this year. I definitely haven't had more rainfall, so in Scotland I was seeing a lot of waterfalls without much water in. The area itself is stunning, but that really isn't much of a fall. It's no more than 3 foot deep of that. Ogie and Merlin, I've got to say guys, you didn't miss out on a lot. Okay, it really isn't dog friendly. The other couple that came up behind me, left one stood holding their dogs, and even then there's just not room. You're blocking the path for anyone else. Right guys, so, way out and facilities, 100 metres. I still don't feel we've seen everything, so I'm going to walk on. Oh okay, it's another viewing platform. Now that's more impressive. Okay, that's a bit better view. You see a little bit more. Seeing the bridge there, I can understand how it, or where it is in relation to White Lady Waterfall. It's just a shame we can't get there without driving on and going a different route, because that one is far more impressive. Okay, so that's gate across and route barred ahead. So it's a real shame where the path has disintegrated. It has stopped it being the lovely walk it was. It's still lovely and still worth a visit, but I'd have been a bit disappointed if I paid for that. Right, we'll head back this way and back to the exit, I guess. Okay, so we've come back to the path and we're going to head up this way. Right, I've been waiting quite a while to see that. I've driven over specially. My advice, if you're only going to see one, see the White Lady. It's all included in the same cost. White Lady though is definitely more dog friendly, wider tracks, and you don't leave your dogs anywhere. It is a lovely walk. It's just not what I expected, I guess. And where I'd love to see it in full sway, that's the time of year they're closed. That is one impressive tree for height. That's quite cool. Okay, back up to the top. And I must say, at least we didn't have to walk back up all those steps. Oh, there we go. I must say, not for me. If you're combining it with White Lady, yes, it will make a nice couple of hours out, but the Devil's Cauldron alone, just no. Take care everyone, and we'll see you all again soon.